What is going? Oh wait, hold up.
Cheap.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Southern Foxy here. We got something new for you. Oh, go ahead. Ow,
And a girl, mostly harmless.
Oh my god, everything's already going wrong.
Oh my god, you're fine.
Okay, but we've got something new for you guys this week. We've got the community spotlight. We've been noticing that most of you guys in our community are artists, video producers, musicians, and we wanted to do a little something to highlight some of you guys, promote some of that creativity. We love seeing it. We love seeing the things that you guys bring us. So we're just going to be we have a special guest with us today. Introducing Glitchy Life, or Sketchy Glitch, or Glitchy, or whatever you guys know her as. Go ahead and introduce yourself for us really quickly.
Hi.
You know what? That works.
I mean, you already mentioned my name, so yeah, I'm Glitchy, or whatever you guys want to call me.
Yeah.
You can call it whatever you want, just don't call it late for dinner.
And of course, we have the lady you all love. We have Mostly Harmless with us today for this interview. Say hi, Mostly. Or Harmless.
Hi, mostly.
Oh my god, stop.
What?
Here in the background, we've got a little fun stuff. Unfortunately, Glitchy can't be drawing with us today, so she doesn't get to show off some of her amazing art. But in the meantime, we've got me and Harmless to show things off for you guys. You can see Harmless drawing in a little corner over there. I don't know what she's doing.
I'm trying so hard with my mouse. It's just a tiny space.
Yeah, drawing with the mouse certainly ain't it. But, you know, we do what we can. So, before we get started, I've got a couple of announcements for you guys. There's not too much stuff, but stuff I want to get out of the way. Next week, after this stream, we're going to have Young Lions being hosted by Koi, formerly known as Candle. He's going to be bringing you guys fundamentals of Angry Rushdown, featuring Tianhuo. Arcanel's going to be there. Candle's going to be there. Sorry, Koi's going to be there. It's going to be a great time. You're going to learn a lot. And it's well timed because the week after that, of course, we have TMS. It's coming back. It's returning. We're going to be having a lot of people there. We've increased the cap from 2018's circuit to 48 from 32. So there's plenty of space for you guys to be able to get in. I checked the bracket before the stream started. Okay, good. Stream's up. We have 13 spots left for you guys to be able to register. So if you guys want to show us, if you guys want to show us what you've got, don't be afraid to get in there.
Show me what you got.
After the stream, of course, I'm going to put the link in the Twitter. But aside from that, I think we're good to go ahead and get started with the interview. So, aside from your name, tell us a little bit about yourself, Glitchy. Just like your history and art and everything.
Well, I started drawing, actually, no, I've started drawing since, elementary school, so, you know, little kid drawings, and what pretty much inspired me to draw was like watching cartoons, like Saturday morning cartoons, if anybody remembers those back in the day, early 2000s.
Those were the days.
Those don't exist anymore.
Too bad.
It's unfortunate.
They live forever in our hearts.
Oh, yes.
I remember Sonic Underground and everything. Those were
I have
great.
never
Silent
Sonic
Hill, don't worry.
Underground.
You never seen Sonic Underground?
No, I have no. I've only seen Sonic X, but not Sonic Underground or any other Sonic show.
That was actually pretty good.
Sonic X was alright, but it was a downgrade from all the other really good shows like Adventures of Sonic and Tails and Underground and the Freedom Fighters series.
Oh Lord, you're taking me back.
It was good stuff. But I noticed you do a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog artwork. So it's still good that you have that.
I used to. Yeah, I used to, but not anymore.
Oh.
I occasionally like do fan art, but not too much of it, I guess.
That's fair.
Uh, yeah.
I saw the Amy Rouge drawing that you did for Twitter when that trend was still going on.
I had to do it.
Oh my.
That will always be like my favorite thing ever.
Amy Rouge.
It was great. It really was. Um,
Mm.
Harmless, do you have anything you want to ask before I go ahead and move on? Anything that piqued your curiosity?
Yeah, I remember from the things I've seen that you like wield color pretty darn well. Did you learn it in school or were you mostly self-taught? That
A bit
portion.
of both. Like like whenever I took like an art class like back in high school, and so of course the teacher's got to tell you like, oh, how to do this, do that. Here's like the difference between warm colors, which is sort of like your yellows, orange, reds, the bright colors, and then cool colors. And I've always just like enjoyed coloring, and like I just try to get better at it like every day.
Agree, that
Uh,
is definitely the fun part.
You do a lot of really
yeah.
good color work.
Thank you.
Um, Actually, speaking of your color work, I kind of want to highlight one of the pieces that you did.
Uh-huh.
This was a TFH piece, of course, since, TFH community, TFH focused streaming channel. But this
Uh-huh.
piece that you did right here with Oleander and Fred, the stream sees it. I don't know if you're on stream.
Uh,
Yeah, that's gorgeous. Woo!
Matter of fact, I can just send it to you, Glitchy.
So much
uh,
floof. Well, not floof. The velvet has floof. She's got
She did a velvet piece too, and it was really amazing.
fluff.
yeah, I
Or
remember. I
Yeah.
like,
remember
do
that
you
one.
just want to bury your face in the hair?
Huh?
You
I realized how bad that sounded halfway through, but that's you gotta stick to what you got.
Yeah. You look
Gotta
like you
stick
had a
to it.
lot of fun drawing this one.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Even Silent Beat says it's nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, down
If
the chat.
the Twitch chat ever has any questions that they want to ask, that's also completely allowed.
Hmm.
Um,
Not only so, but encouraged.
so do you like Oleander as a character?
Um. Yeah. I mean, she's fun to draw. Same with Fred.
That Fred
That
was
was fun.
nice. I see a lot of. I don't see too much artwork with both Oleander and Fred, but whenever artists do it with Fred, it always looks really nice.
Mm.
I don't know if you guys were watching Lindsay's art stream, but early on in the stream, she had showed off a couple of the fight sticks with Oleander and Fred and everything. And there was this one that had Oleander and Fred in this really cool black and white watercolor style. It was amazing. I'm sad that I didn't get the picture of it beforehand.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, dang.
All right, let me go back to my questions.
And
It's good that you got to see
wow,
it.
that drawing was back in 2018. That feels like a while ago.
Yeah, it's been some time. I wanted to get some of your more recent work, but I didn't see too much TFH focused stuff that was done like late 2019, early 2020.
Yeah.
But speaking of TFH, I kind of wanted to ask you. We know what got you into drawing, but what got you into TFH?
Oh man. What got me into TFH was when I first heard about it. The very like first video when they had to take down Fighting is Magic, and then that got me like super hyped for TFH.
So you came in around the end of the Fighting is Magic, beginning of TFH times.
Yes, and it gives me like something else to play, like playing Skullgirls back in the day.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, you were a Skullgirls player.
Yeah.
You played Skullgirls? Who'd you play?
Double, Misfortune, and Fuqua.
Whoa, okay. Right
Devil
on.
definitely seems like your type. I see a lot of your current day artwork with You have a one of the reasons I wanted to ask what your inspiration was is because you had this monster style that you represent in some of your drawings, especially like the later ones in that comic that you've been doing. It's very curious. If I had it on Twitter, I'd pull it up. Let me find it.
Pick the most safe looking.
That's this is a PG stream, and most of the images have already been picked out ahead of time. But when conversation derails and I have to take that risk, I really don't want to.
Understandable.
Understandable.
I don't know who would have more of the problem, her art or mine.
It is extremely scary. I want to see if this drawing software.
Oh my god, that's so nice and smooth. Come on, tablet, why you no work?
What happened to your tablet?
I don't know. I just picked it up. It straight up died. Like the pen won't respond. It won't move at all.
I need a new nib.
It might need a new nib or batteries or like something.
I tried the batteries, and the other nibs work fine with it. Maybe the pen itself just.
It was breaking.
They're not too expensive to replace, but they are inconvenience. Actually, Glitchy, I wanted to ask, you do a nice, you do a good mix of digital and traditional stuff, at least like until your computer broke. But especially like this little bear piece that you did when Salt Mines got updated.
Yes.
Whomst.
Oh, that's Rich. Rich joined.
Hi, Rich.
But you did this really, really nice bear piece in a traditional style, and I wanted to ask if your preference was either traditional or digital.
I like doing both. Like both are really like fun and entertaining. The only complaint I have for like traditional is that my hands like really cramp up like while doing it, so I have to take breaks. And then with digital, it's with digital for me, it's like more so like having to remember like what did I do or what did I use. Whereas the layer, oh no, I use the sketch for line art.
We've all done the layer fail with the sketch on the wrong layer. Same one as the lines.
I absolutely hate that.
Yeah. It was like an hour and a half at work.
It's the most awful feeling in the world when you go to hide the sketch layer and get started on the line work and everything disappears.
I just ascend after that, so
I just closed the program. It's like, yeah, we're done for the day.
Alright.
Actually, harmless to you. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna make a quick comment saying like, especially like when the system crashes and you didn't save.
Oh, actually, I know
that's GIMP in a nutshell. Hey, GIMP.
I'm not supposed to. I don't want to like gloat this around or anything, but I remember gifting you Clip Studio Paint, and I remember that program has a really nifty, sometimes annoying autosave feature.
Yes, and I loved that like so much.
So like I'll be drawing for 7 minutes, and then like nothing will respond for a good little bit, but that's because it's auto saving. And then if I keep tapping the screen, it's gonna tell me, "Hey, chill out. We're trying to save your work." Ungrateful little brat. So yeah, always.
What was this again? Clip Studio?
Yeah, Clip Studio Paint. It's like one of the more higher up rated art programs that's on the market right now. You know, among like Paint Tool, Sci, and Photoshop.
Ooh, fancy.
You ever do any traditional art that you thought was pretty good and you want to switch it over to digital? And what kind of techniques you do for that? How do you convert it over?
I think I have done that a few times. And sometimes it kind of just like works for me. Sometimes it's like really hard to see from a picture of a traditional drawing to transfer it over on digital art. For me, it's like a hard time seeing like the sketches and everything. and that's when I want to do that. It's like I really have to darken the sketch outlines. But overall, it's fun. It's different.
It's an enjoyable experience. Some people have an easier time with it than others. I know I used to do that a lot, but having switched over to like primarily digital now, it's I don't know how to explain it. It's becoming a little bit more difficult.
Mm.
You see,
Who's drawing right now?
Me and Harmless. You know, Rich, if you're on your computer, you can always like hop in and draw.
How do I join that? What?
I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I only sent Harmless the link. I didn't send it to you. Hold up. I will send you a link. I probably should have just put it in the art game chat. Click on that link and you'll be in the room and able to draw with us and everything.
And I'm struggling very hard to use my mouse.
Oh yeah. Speaking of like input mediums, for traditional, what kind of medium do you like to use for your coloring? Because I remember Harmless was talking about coloring earlier.
Yeah, I like to use Prismacolor pencils.
Ooh.
And sometimes with markers, I use like the cheap markers that you can find at like Michael's or Hobby Lobby, and like those work fine too.
Not Copic stuff, not the expensive boys.
I use the expensive boys. I used the skin tones. I liked it. I just didn't like the alcohol smell after.
Oh yeah. I know one thing that's kind of annoying about those is okay. I know one thing that's kind of annoying about those is it bleeds through on the other page. So if you're depending on the type of paper that you use, you only get like half use out of your notebook because like one page is the actual drawing and like the second or maybe even third page is just residue from the marker itself.
What I suggest if you're gonna like use Copic color pens, Copic markers, what I did for my off-brand Copics, I put a paper towel behind the page, so whenever it would bleed through, it would just bleed onto the paper towel and not the actual pages themselves.
Ooh, hacks.
That's actually pretty smart.
To hear with hacks.
But you do a good job with the colored pencils already. I really do hope that I can. Oh yeah, this was one that this isn't like specifically TFH related, but I think this was a colored pencil piece that you did.
Yeah, this was an art trade for my sister because if you remember the Sailor Moon that she drew for me.
I feel like I do.
Yeah, she drew my persona as a Sailor Moon character because that's like an inside joke of ours. And then I decided to draw her character as like a magical girl villain. The drawing itself you see right now is with her character, and the moon is with colored pencils, but the background is with colored Sharpies.
I've seen a couple of people use Sharpies before in their drawings. I could never bring myself to do that.
With Sharpies, like you gotta, if you want to like blend things in with Sharpies, you gotta do it as soon as the paper is wet. But you also gotta be careful because you can tear off paper.
Oh yeah,
that's like one thing with Sharpies.
Tearing through paper is like the worst thing that can happen when you're doing traditional art because I used to use mechanical pencils for whenever I did some of my drawings, and if you sketch too hard or try to do like darken lines too hard, you just rip through the paper.
Yeah.
And depending on the artist, it would just be like that one little knack that bothered you throughout the entire rest of your drawing. What else?
Or
You can't fix it.
I sketch like very lightly, and even when I sketch lightly, it still like pretty much tears through the paper.
Yeah, different types of paper are better for different types of drawing, as I've so recently found out. Because like going over to Hobby Lobby, you have sketch paper. Sometimes you have regular paper. You have watercolor.
Mixed media paper, yeah.
Mixed media is actually the best.
Mixed media, yeah. Like, if you want to like color with color pencils or watercolor, that's one thing I forgot to mention. I also use watercolor and acrylics. But anyways, back to the paper. If you want to like use different mediums of coloring or sketching, whatever, I suggest mixed media paper because it's the best.
Mixed media just protects against absolutely everything. It's it's amazing. I used to use sketching paper.
For those who don't know, what is that? What's mixed media paper?
So there are different grades of paper that interact with different materials, like charcoal, ink, graphite, watercolor, alcohol-based markers. I think it's basically the density of the paper that allows certain chemicals to go through and certain chemicals to be actually absorbed by the paper sheet itself. So if you're working with something like sketch paper, it's going to be a little bit thinner and lighter and more suited for things just like regular graphite pencils or mechanical pencils. So it's good for that, but if you use something like watercolor paint and you try to do that on a sketch paper, it's so light that the water is going to bleed through to a page behind it and maybe even a page behind that and so on and so forth.
Not only making it bleed through, but also will make the paper curl, and your drawing is going to look very curled up after that, like especially.
That is definitely another thing. It has that little like wavy look. It's really annoying. And then like as you
oh no
make the whole thing blue. Dang, bro, you got the whole squad laughing.
Sorry.
But as you increase through grades of paper, oh, you're drawing Sonic. Oh my god.
Wait,
As you increase the grades of paper, the paper is going to get thicker. On the color wheel in that box, yeah, there you go.
Got it. I'm on my phone as well because I gave up with the mouse. I'm trying to figure out how to zoom out.
I don't know about like all those mobile drawing software programs. I don't know about like drawing on mouses. I mean, drawing on phones and zooming in and everything. Actually, what do you guys think of those?
Oh god, thank God I got it.
What do you guys think of like drawing on phones and iPads and everything? I've seen it, but it's never piqued my interest.
If you're drawing on a phone and it's very small, like mine, you have talent.
It's a little small, yeah.
I used to actually do some sketches, on my Note 3 back in the day. But then since my brother gave me his Wacom tablet, I switched over to that.
Haven't gone back since.
When I was away from home, I would sketch on it, but I haven't done that in a while.
I think I got the hang of it.
Oh, what? Using your phone?
Maybe.
Hopefully. Honestly, we're not trying to make masterpieces here. So like, don't worry too much about it. Oh, and Rich, if you want to draw anything and embarrass yourself along with us, then feel free. I see you in the room.
Night.
I'm drawing a Sonic.
Oh, that was you drawing the Sonic. Oh,
I'm drawing the Sonic.
Where's the undo button?
Oh.
Yeah, this is an experience.
I'll figure it out.
Harmless, please get your tablet fixed before the next stream.
Okay. I will do that.
My tablet's fine, but I'm just too lazy to set it up.
Oh my god, Reg, please.
I understand that. I'm over here with the struggle setup, so I have everything just like readily available to me. I feel like I had more stuff that I wanted to ask.
What brand tablets you guys use?
Wacom.
Yeah,
Leon.
I use like an old ass Wacom.
Bad word, Rich. Bad word. No, I'm playing.
Oh,
I'm sorry. We're gonna have to take your order.
As in donkey. Old
Oh yeah.
donkey.
Okay, that works. That's understandable. Harmless, do you also use Wacom?
Leon.
Huion? Oh, I
Yeah,
guess.
you can laugh at.
I
You
guess
can laugh.
no. We're not gonna laugh at you because I use a monoprice. That's
What is that? I never.
yeah, that's a brand nobody ain't even heard of before. It was a cheap little tablet that my mom got me for Christmas back in the 8th grade because she knew that I was an artist and wanted to get into digital art.
Still going strong.
Yeah, it still works in everything. I absolutely love it. The only thing that
Can you like Blinky? What's it called again?
the monoprice. It's not even for sale anymore. It went out of production.
Dang.
So it
So
discontinued.
Yeah, it's discontinued.
Ripperoni.
That's how old it is. How old am I now? And how old was I in the 8th grade? I'm 20 now. I think I was
13.
13. Yeah, this tablet's been going strong for a fat 7 years.
You gotta
Dang,
clap it.
bro.
The only thing that I've had to replace was the pen because I broke it in a fit of rage playing Osu.
Oh man.
Let me try to
We've
look
all
up how
done
long my tablet, how long I've been using mine. I mean that doesn't include when my brother was using it.
I was about to say, like, if you include the time your brother was using it, that would make it extremely impressive.
Ugh, this feels so good for my finger, and not like a nightmare like before. You probably know how it is, like going from something you're not used to something you feel like you have a bit more control over.
Yeah. Actually, Glitchy, you know what? I wanted to ask all three of you.
Hello. Sorry, just wanted to say hi to the real Jumplin, who's in the chat.
The real
It's an art stream.
Jumju MLP.
Oh, whoops.
I think that might be how it's pronounced. I don't know.
I think you got it right.
Jum
My bad.
Jumju MLP.
Oops.
But for all three of you, since we have so many people in the stream now, thank Lord. How do you guys go about picking what to draw?
Palm.
Oh wow, I had
Just
the tablet.
palm.
Had the tablet since 2013, so that's like 7 whatever.
The long version is that I draw what I like. So I mostly draw animals. None of us got it. I gotta go start for trying. None of
Got
us
what?
got the name right. None of us got the name right.
Oh.
The real. At least we got the real right?
None of y'all got it, but I applaud the attempt. Oh man. But
Yeah,
Rich,
so-
what about
What do you
you?
guys like to draw?
What do I decide to draw?
Yeah.
How do you decide to draw? My bad.
Well, nowadays, like I have a purpose. Like, oh, I wanna draw like what do you call it? Well, like just art for like say the TMS series right now. That's what I'm working on. In the well, I showed you guys yesterday.
Yeah, you showed us.
Yeah.
I think you posted it in general, so I'm able to talk about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing with palm and paprika. It actually looks nice.
I love it.
The thing I'm most excited about now is that with Palm and Pap, now we have all the different characters. Because I remember you did Arizona and Oleander for the TMS final, and you did Tianhuo and Velvet for Evo. So this gives us everyone now.
The Evo one was just like it was just recolors of the stuff I was doing for the TMS final video. So it wasn't really for the Evo, but yeah, repurposed for Evo.
Either way, we still appreciate it. Shout outs to Rich, just really quickly.
Yeah, Rich.
You've been doing a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff for us, and I really appreciate it. I think we all do.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I know it's not too much on topic of what we're talking about right now, but in terms of community creators, shout outs to K9 for making those really, really good vids for Combo Breaker. If you guys are in the FF Discord, you've probably heard of it, but one of our new organizers, It's a K9, has been doing a series of combo videos recently to promote things for our next big event, Combo Breaker 2020. They're extremely good. Go check them out when you get a chance. Share them around. We need all the coverage that we can get.
Because they're hype as well.
They really are.
You really
Glitchy, I wanted to ask. Well, they answered their questions, but you were just saying, just like, you just draw what you like, right?
yeah. Could be like.
Sadly, this is why I haven't learned yet how to draw humans. Sing. I'm kidding. I love you guys.
No, trust me. I kind of follow the same theory of draw what you like, and I have a really cripplingly bad habit of not drawing hands or anything below the waist.
Drawing hand is really, really something. I find drawing feet is the hard thing. Drawing those toes.
This is why all of my characters wear Sonic the Hedgehog shoes.
I don't want to say what I struggle with.
Is it appropriate for stream?
People.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, just like normal, regular
Fine.
human people.
I'm just a little embarrassed to say it. That's all.
Oh, that's not a bad thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure a good amount of furry artists just kind of stick with the furry style, and so when it comes to drawing humans, it's
Can you at least draw like human anatomy, or is just all animal stuff?
I mean, I get the proportions, but apart from that, I just stick to a cutesy style to avoid having to stick to said proportions. Hacks.
It definitely works. It can work, but it sometimes hurts people in the long run. I know.
Yeah.
Usually, the really good artists are the ones that draw in multiple styles and can draw any type of source material. If you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Yes.
one of the things that I've been wanting to get into recently was backgrounds, but I am absolutely
backgrounds.
Oh, yeah. It's like scenery and environments and everything.
Yeah, it's a little hard. Backgrounds, they're a lot. Oh, that's your part of the canvas.
Yeah.
Move over.
I haven't background in
Oh my god, what was that?
like 3 years.
What?
Oh, Rich kind of cut out for me a little bit there.
Actually, I paused intentionally, I guess. I didn't. Maybe that's what you thought was the cutout.
Oh, okay. But Rich, aside from doing stuff for Fightin Fanatics, what do you enjoy drawing the most?
Well, right there, Sonic.
Oh, just oh, you're a Sonic artist.
The thing is, I haven't really published that many Sonic stuff. But yeah, I've been drawing just him casually for years. Also, panty and stocking with garter belt stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
that show is amazing. It's an anime show that we really can't talk too much about on a PG stream.
I was about to say.
All I'll have to say is you should check the show out for yourself. If you're 18 years of age and older, go ahead and watch it if you're into funny stuff. If you're not 18 years of age and older, don't watch it while your parents are around. We do not condone that type of thing.
The animation to the show is really nice, though.
It really is. The whole like Japanese anime, but without the Japanese style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. From what I
What I
heard,
like about that. Oh, sorry, continue.
no, it's okay. It has like that weird American thick line art style to it, like Powerpuff Girls and stuff like that.
Big line, huh?
Uh,
I mean that palm ice. If you see in the palm channel, mostly armless. Like you saw that little palm that was there. That is.
Bob channel. Let me see that. Yes. I don't know
That's
where
like
that's from or what it's referencing.
yeah. That's the show we're talking about. Panty and stocking with garter belt.
Oh, okay.
It's nice seeing those Japanese American style shows. It's also kind of nice seeing the opposite, like American shows done in Japanese style. Okay, my Discord is dying super hard. I think. I hope it's not mine. Hold up, I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect. Give me 1 second. Where is the Fightin Discord? Alright. Disconnect. And
Here he goes.
okay.
Hey, hi.
Yeah.
Oh, so it wasn't just me that you're going all robotic.
Yeah, I don't know if it's me or if Discord is having a popey moment while we're in the middle of a stream. Let's hope it's not that.
Discord.
Oh, whoops.
Hello.
Yeah. All right. Are we all good now?
Hello.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Hi.
can Glitchy not hear us? Please don't tell me that's the case.
It would be a little awkward.
She's the special guest, man.
Hence why it would be a little
I
awkward.
mean, I can kind of hear you guys. It's just that my phone, for some, your voice is low.
You might have to
Oh.
turn up all of our output volumes.
Perhaps, yes.
Perhaps.
Figuring this out one thing at a time.
Yeah, this is actually kind of a nice Sonic if it's done on mouse or done on
Yeah.
phone.
Alright, I gotta go to.
I did it on mouse.
On a mouse, oh
I'm
my
gonna have
god.
to hang
On
up
a
and
mouse.
come back again.
Alright.
Actually, I got really used to using mouse for like art stuff because before I got the Wacom tablet, I was using a mouse, but I was using these weird techniques to do stuff. I wasn't just like straight up drawing lines with the mouse, but I was still using mouse. And nowadays, I could do like line art on Illustrator with the mouse. So
You want to know what always got me? People who, when they have a tablet, they don't draw out the curved lines. Instead, like, they use the curved line tool to make their lines.
oh, I'm one of those people.
Oh, Lord. Y'all get perfect lines, and I'm like, dang, did they do that with their hands? And they're like, nope, it's software.
No.
I'm like, oh. And I oop.
And I oop.
Still, though, it took me a lot of time to realize that it wasn't... No matter what progress you use, the final result is the main thing that a lot of people are going to be looking
Oh,
at.
come on.
Nice.
What's going on?
The final result is going to be the main thing that a lot of people are looking at, so nobody should feel ashamed about how they go about things as long as it's, not stealing or dishonest.
Mm-hmm.
Life's a journey.
Yeah. It's about the journey, not the destination, but to a certain extent.
Don't know how to undo.
Control C. If you've ever worked on like a digital art program before, most of this stuff follows that. Kind of like the whole.
But
I'm on my
she's
phone.
on phone.
Yeah, you're kind of out of luck there.
Is there a little
Recruiting.
is there a little thing on top, like left and right arrow that you can see?
Mm-hmm.
I think the left
Yeah,
is
the
undo.
left arrow is undo.
Yo!
Harmless discovers the undo tool. It's like
Thank
learning
you.
to draw all over again.
It kind of is, yeah. A new program, I don't know.
Honestly, that's how all digital art goes, as far as I've seen. Just like, I've spent years doing traditional art, and then like periods where I didn't have my computer or periods where it was broken, I was forced to go back to digital. And then when I got back to, forced to go back to traditional. And then when I did get back into digital, it was me having to learn how to draw all over again. It would be like weeks and months before I'd actually have my skills back.
Me, I find it like very hard to transition out of Adobe stuff since I've been using Photoshop since like the 90s.
Same, but maybe a little later than the 90s.
I used Photoshop for like a year while I was starting out art school, but
Yeah.
then I kind of got
I'll
into my
actually-
own thing, and
Yeah.
now I'm just Clip Studio for life. What were you saying,
I
Harmon?
actually went to school for this.
Same.
No, I said y'all actually went to school for this. I envy you.
Oh, don't. It's not a good idea.
You go
It's
to
not?
school for this, Glitchy? Or did you go to the same
right.
school as the Foxy here?
I used to go to a junior college for art, and then I dropped out.
Sort of same. I
Junior
took.
college.
Come
What is-
on!
Was
Calm down.
I can fix it. There we go.
Harmless raging at drawing. Who would have thought?
was like a junior college? It's just like 2 years or something. Is that like an associate's degree or something?
It can be more than that. I think it was like maybe 4 years or so.
I think you're thinking of community college, Rich.
Isn't a community college also like 4 years? Because like isn't there like 2 years is associates, 4 years is
Bachelor's,
bachelors,
6 years is
and then
masters.
after that is masters?
Yeah, community colleges. I went to a community college for like a year before I came back to the school that I'm going to now. Those are the associates in like 2 years. And if you really, really work at it and stack your classes right, it'll honestly be done in like a year, maybe a year and a half.
Mm.
It just depends on how you go about the stuff.
Mm.
Sounds like fun.
It's
I kind of miss it
honestly not.
a little bit.
One of my friends who is in his graduate program, he already got his bachelor's and everything, and now he's going for his master's in environmental science. He looked at me and he said, "Oh yeah, I can tell you're a college student. You have the bags under your eyes and the wrinkles and everything." I'm like, "Do I really look like that?"
He's preaching it.
He hit the nail on the head, and I went back into the bathroom and looked, and like the lines under my eyes were really defined, and I'm like, "Wow,
Oh shoot, he's right.
I really am suffering."
Oh, that's one thing. That's I can't find kind of odd, like between countries that because I studied in first 2 years was American college and last 2 were UK. Like American college and here in Philippines also is like you take a whole bunch of classes like that's not related to your degree. Let's say you're taking engineering, you have to take like say English literature along with that.
Oh yeah, those
But-
are general education classes. We hate those too.
But in UK, like I took accounting and all I took is like business and accounting stuff. So no subjects unrelated to those two. So I only had like a few classes per week. So
That's like one of the reasons that there are a bunch of different reasons that colleges in Europe, like Switzerland, has one of the greatest education programs that I've ever seen in the world. But that's like possibly one of the reasons why their education program is so highly ranked. Because a lot of stuff is focused and to the point and made to help you. None of the stuff is general stuff that you really don't need to know.
I don't think I remember a single thing from my philosophy class, and that was when I struggled in. It made my head hurt.
Man, I've always had this question. If you fail ethics, are you a bad person?
Oh, don't tell me you had the question about the train and the people or the enough medicine to save one of.
I don't. Is that the one with like the picture and like the train is at the tracks and like you're at the switch? And
Yeah.
You mean the meme? The meme?
that's become so much
No,
of a
that was-
meme. I don't even know what the original is anymore.
It became a meme, but the original was like you had to pick between like a kid or an old lady or a bunch of people or one person, and you
What?
couldn't back out of that decision.
So at the very least, like one person was going to be rolled over.
Yes.
Oh, wait, I think it's like if you had to choose of like a one person to get rolled over or a bunch of other people to get rolled over.
Yeah.
Like which would you choose?
Hey, I'm not
That was-
going to answer that on stream
Yeah,
because
no.
that would probably
Me
cause
neither.
an argument or something, and people would
What was that?
unsubscribe. So
And now he's gone.
we're going to skip past that question, but
Yes,
yeah.
I draw him as a cat.
American education programs are kind of like more suited to make you a well-rounded individual, even though most of the classes that you're going to take is just nothing but a bunch of fluff.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, most European education systems are just set to build you up for what you want to do.
That makes sense.
It's absolutely amazing. That's why I want to go on a study abroad program to somewhere like Japan or somewhere in Europe.
That sounds fun. Oops. That sounds fun.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully, and time will tell.
Oh yeah, completely unrelated. I've got a question for all you guys.
Shoot.
Have you created your own species?
I literally talked about this with some of my friends last night. I'm gonna let you guys answer first.
Wait, what was the question?
Have you ever
Create
created
your
your
own
own species?
No.
on purpose. I like sometimes I'll make a drawing, I'll mess it up, and it's like this looks like a different species. What am I doing?
This is the
Very bad
furriest
voice.
question I've ever heard on
I
an
wish
art
I could
stream.
have answered that. Give me just one moment.
But oh wait, did I get a notification? Okay, no. Okay. In terms of creating species, Joshua D100 said boning. Oh no. In terms of creating own species, if I have to answer that, I did have an idea for something that I wanted to create. It was a hybrid between a fox and a phoenix, since they're like my favorite actual and mythological animals. I'm still getting that worked and figured out. Oh, Harmless is muted. Oop. Okay, she's back.
All right, hi. What happened? So who had the species?
Foxy.
Oh.
Really? What is it?
I'm making a mix between a fox and a phoenix, since they're my favorite mythological and real, like actual animals.
Also, I don't know what Joshua was talking about.
I don't know either. I've been looking back and forth between Twitch chat and trying to make sure that, you know, the stuff on like our actual stream is going well. It's been a while since I've hosted. Luckily for me, we're coming up along the end of the hour.
Hold on, my volume.
It's a
just
mermaid.
cut
It's like an underwater dog whose neck reacts to the environment. Oh, okay.
It's just-
You ask Glitchy at like what got her into TFH.
I feel like I already did. I'm pretty sure I
Deja
did.
vu.
Did you?
I'm pretty sure I already did.
Since I came in late, so I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Don't know what you've already asked.
Glitchy, if you want to recap for Rich since he came in late, like what got you into TFH, since he wants to know.
Oh, I remember like hearing about the Fighting is Magic, and then when that got shut down, I saw like the video of like the creator of TFH. Is it
Which one? Which creator?
UK white guy? I don't know his name.
Jay? The New Zealander guy?
I think so. And when he was like mentioning like how Fighting His Magic got shut down, and then that first video, and then Laura Files came up and everything, and that got me hyped for TFH.
Man,
I was like,
you play any other games that interest you?
Skull. I used to play Skullgirls, and then on my Nintendo Switch, I play Splatoon competitively.
oh, you play competitive. Oh,
Oh, dang.
oh, that's why there are so many clips on your Twitter.
Yeah, you just see me go unga bunga.
It's low-key scary. Like I remember all the little group calls we'd have at like 1 a.m. where it was you, Elegance, and Rat playing Splatoon, and then they'd stop playing and you'd still be playing, and I'm like, dang, she really likes this game. Only to find out that she's competitive.
Well, I really do I really do love the game, and when there's like a ranked mode that I kind of don't feel like playing, I just go and turf war and squid party.
Oh man, are you part of like a competitive team or anything, or do you just run around on ranked being a threat?
Run around.
No, that's the scariest thing to be.
Agreed. I finally figured out how to move the canvas.
Are you guys excited for 1.0 whenever it comes out?
Yes.
I'm
excited.
What was the hesitation?
Oh.
Me, like, I feel like I might not have time for that. I barely have time for anything nowadays.
Yeah, that's my hesitation.
And then when I do have time, just like editing videos or drawing or something.
Oh yeah. Rich is one of our busiest boys. We've been getting a lot of stuff ready for Combo Breaker for you guys, so a lot of our time has been going into that.
This is the species I was talking about, by the way.
Oh, would you
Harmless, what's up with the, why is it so transparent?
In the neck?
No, I mean your drawing in general. It's like,
yeah, it's really bright.
Transparent.
It's bright, or
Yeah, it's kind of bright.
sorry.
Or it's transparent or something. It's
Oh yeah, layer 1 is at 77% opacity, and I can't edit it because
I just picked lighter colors.
You know what? That is a strategy. Yeah, I can't knock that.
oh, okay.
I know one of the guys that I watch a lot for when it comes to learning art stuff is Keenan Lafferty. He was an old artist for Riot Games, the guys that did League of Legends. And he always says to start off with the lighter, grayer colors whenever you're doing sketches. So that's something that I do when I'm off by myself.
In digital art.
I do.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
No. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, when I'm doing art, I really love like discovering things on my own. So a lot of it is experimentation and stuff. So do you guys do that too, or do you look up stuff? You look up tutorials and all that.
I do a bit of both.
Once upon a time, I looked up tutorials for coloring as a 13-year-old and haven't colored any different way since.
I'd have to say it's been a bit of both for me. And just a lot of theory crafting for things that I can do with art and looking at tutorials of like my favorite artists.
I'm like opposite. Majority just discovering stuff on my own.
Self-taught?
Yeah, self-taught.
That's a good way to be, though. You come out with some
Hardcore,
really
dude.
good stuff for like not having gotten any help.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's just like when I was young. There's just years and years of watching my brother do the same thing on Photoshop, um, and just I used to just watch him draw or use Photoshop for a long time.
Does your brother have
Uh,
like a gallery of any sort that we can go to look at after stream?
I think I posted a bunch of times, but
You might have, but until today, I haven't really been awake and paying attention.
I am being.
I mean that
spoiled
was
by-
like a while ago.
It's laughing.
All
He
right.
hasn't posted on this in a while, but wait, let me just post it here.
Yeah, too sure.
Glitchy is deafened, but the last thing that I wanted to show off was a piece that she did for Velvet. I showed it a little bit, but I didn't get to show it in depth. But where is it? I thought.
Hey Foxy,
This.
I'm gonna have to get going soon. Apparently.
Oh, don't worry,
Just came up
we're almost done. It's the stream's coming up on an hour, and that's usually when we start to end stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, this piece of velvet right here was a really, really nice one. It was another 2018 piece, but
I love those eyes. They're gorgeous.
I love coloring eyes.
a lot of velvet artwork is nice, as I've been seeing lately.
You know, I think the eyes are the hardest part to get right. Sorry, you guys are gonna hear a train.
Choo choo.
No, you.
Oh no, I'm the choo choo. But yeah, this one was a really good one. The Fred one will always be my favorite out of the ones that you've done so far. Shoot, I might have to commission you for another fight stick artwork. But that'll be determined later. And, like, you get your computer fixed and everything. Do you guys have any more questions before I start to try to close things out?
What you're working on now, Glitchy? Anything you'd also wanna promote?
Follow me on Twitter, Glitchy Life _ in the middle. I'm working on a comic right now of my OC and everything. It's still in work of progress.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah, this is the community spotlight. We gotta, like, actually, spotlight you. Show you off to the world. Yeah, her Twitter is right here. At Glitchies _life. Promoted tweet flow from Progressive. I don't know anything about that. But, yeah, she does some good stuff. If you want to, you can go ahead and check her out. If you are a creator and you want for us, and you have anything that you want to say to us, go ahead and hit any of us up. I am Foxy. She is Harmless. I mean, we have Harmless and Rich here in the Fightin Fanatics Discord. Mostly Harmless. Any of us are free for you to talk to. If you have any other art or things that you want for us to see, I didn't talk this over with Keat or Five, but if you want for us to see your artwork, you can either post it in the art channel on our Discord, or you can use the tweet at FF Creative. So like Fightin Fanatics Creative, but it's the initials. We could always use some more artwork for thumbnails and just to show off. We love the community. We love you guys. Is there anything else that you guys want to say?
No.
No.
Oh,
All right, then I think that's going to be it for us. We've come across the line of an hour and 4 minutes, so I'm going to sign things off here. I really do hope you guys like the stream. This was the first time we've ever done anything like this, so we'll see how we can adjust and come back for later art streams in the future if we do any. It was nice talking with you guys. Thank you, Glitchy, for coming out here, and
Yeah, thanks, Glitchy.
No problem.
Mhm.
Anytime.
And thank you, Harmless and Rich, for having my back, so I didn't have to do this by myself.
You're okay.
Yeah, I was fine the whole time. And thank you everybody in the chat who came out. You guys are awesome. You guys are what make this happen. Don't forget, Fightin Fanatics, TMS in 2 weeks, Young Lions in 1 week. We really do hope to see you there. We still have 13 slots available. Go sign up. Go get that money. Train up. I will. Well, we'll be back next week with Candle and Arcanel for Young Lions. But until next time, folks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.